I'm Katz, and I have foolishly decided that what the world needs is yet another person filming the inside of their sketchbook. I used this sketchbook pretty sporadically during 2016 and 2017, but all the art that I made during that period is bad and boring, so I'm not going to show it to you. We're going to skip ahead to when I really started putting effort into maintaining and using this sketchbook on a regular basis, which was around the start of 2018 up until 2 months ago. This was a time where I finally started to experiment more with my style and with different art supplies, and what I really tried to do was fill up as much of a page as I could in an interesting way, instead of just drawing a single figure on a white background, which is what I used to do. It was lazy and it looked bad. This is the first page of this entire sketchbook that I ever filled up almost entirely. There's a few white patches, but the idea behind this is a little silly, but I don't care, so I'm going to make you listen to me explain it. I'm a massive fan of the band My Chemical Romance, which you probably fucking know. And one night I saw a picture of Gerard wearing a big scarf and an army jacket, like in this outfit. And it made me think that he looked like some sort of archaeologist, digging up all sorts of ancient shit in the desert. So this whole page sort of grew out of this, like, what if there was an alternate universe where all the members of My Chem were actually archaeologists? And here we have more My Chem nerd stuff. This is Mike Killjoy's persona, who I designed to fit into the world My Chem created in their concept album Danger Days, The True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about this character, but their name is Oil Slick. And I desperately want these pants in real life. Not a lot to say about this page. It's just a few more doodles in the My Chemical Romance archaeology universe, because I thought and still think it's a really cool, fun idea, and I just really wanted to draw Gerard Way rappelling down into a cave. This next page was directly inspired by the last one, because I drew a few little skulls to fill up some empty spaces there, but I had so much fun doing them that I decided to make an entire page of bones and skulls. This was also the first time that I used India ink, which is what the black background is done with. When doing this page, I just took a bunch of requests from people through my Tumblr blog, asking for animals or plants that they would like to see me draw, because I wanted to practice drawing things that weren't people. So my personal favorites here are the frogs. I really love vampires, werewolves, and lesbians, so I thought I would combine the three by drawing some monster girlfriends. I decided to make the vampire a butch and the werewolf femme because I feel like whenever people do something like this, they always make it the other way around for some reason, and I just wanted to see like a dainty, hairy werewolf girl and her tall, tuxedo-wearing vampire girlfriend. This page is honestly one of my favorites in the whole book. Even though it's so small and simple, I wanted to see if I could convey like the vaguest idea of a story through only 3 wordless panels. Lately I've been super into sketching with ballpoint pen. I don't know, I just really like the effect here, like the texture or whatever. This page is pretty messy because I just slapped it out as fast as I could, trying to get a feel for this character. His name is Paris, and he's in a glam rock band. I was trying to go for a bit of like David Bowie, T-Rex, Gem and the Hologram sort of vibe for his whole look. And a fun fact about him is that Paris may or may not be a robot. Well, I really love snails, so I filled an entire page with them. Not much to say here, I just love bugs, and especially snails. And on this page we see the return of Paris. I finally got his face nailed down, so I made a more official reference for him. I just love all the colors, and I love Paris's weird outfits and how all the patterns fit together. It's a good page, I like it. This is a much older character of mine named Mary Alice. She's a goth nurse, and that's really all I have to say about her at this time. This sketch at the bottom is actually something that I ended up coloring digitally, and it was a massive pain in the ass because I hate doing digital art. But you can see the finished product here. This is yet another character of mine. They're a demon hunter named Kiro, and their weapon of choice is a baseball bat. I'm just really happy how the inks on this page turned out. Kiro's probably one of my coolest characters, if I'm honest. I wasn't lying when I said I love bugs. For some reason, I just got it into my head that I should draw a hip and radical 90s cockroach. These are just the lines. This drawing is another one that I foolishly chose to color digitally. So this is what the colored version looks like. This was drawn around the time that I rediscovered the movie Pacific Rim and realized that it's actually my favorite movie in the entire world. My favorite characters are the two scientists, Dr. Newt Geisler and Dr. Herman Gottlieb. So naturally I just had to draw them. This one was nothing special, just an idea I got to redraw an old drawing from 2016, I think. Here's what the original looked like. So I think it's an improvement. Here we are, the final page. This is actually another Pacific Rim drawing. Newt Geisler is both an intellectual and literal rock star. So I totally had to draw him with a guitar at some point. I don't have much to say, honestly, just that I absolutely adore this drawing and I think it was a perfect end for the sketchbook. I also colored the background here digitally, so here's what that looks like. And that's it. The end of my most recently finished sketchbook. I hope y'all enjoyed, and maybe, possibly, perhaps someday I will make another one of these. Maybe? Maybe. We'll see.